Hello everybody, I am going to try my first video using my Camtasia software. I thought I would do a video on how to print like a digital image, or I should say like a digistamp or something like that, on a shape, like a banner. Or what I'm going to do, I think, is just use some text. This is my first video doing like this, so hopefully I don't screw things up too bad. But here we go. The first thing, you want to start with a new image and make sure you're logged into your Cricut design space. You could tell that because your name will be up here. And I'm going to start by searching for an image here. Where I'm going to type in banner. Okay, let's find one that I want more of a straight. Okay, I'm going to use this one. I did use this in a practice card that I did, and I will post a link to that blog post in the description. And I'm going to import this image. You have to excuse my cough. Now, the next thing you need to do is, with the image selected, go down here to ungroup. Because you just want this here. I am going to change that color to white to match the cardstock that I would be using. And then I'm going to go over here. I'm going to add some text. I'll do what I did on my card. Purrfect. Perfect. And I'm going to go over to my edit panel. I want to use a different font. As soon as my design space decides to catch up to me. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to remember the font that I used before. It was past all these. I think it was Elegant Cake. Yeah, I believe it was Elegant Cake that I used. And what I also want to do is try to match the color up the best that I could. So I'm going to click on this back image, on this one, and go over here. Down here you'll see the hex code. I'm just going to highlight that and do a copy. I'm going to go back to my text, and I am going to click on here and click. I was almost going to do my keyboard shortcuts, but we'll do this. Paste. Okay. Now, I want to ungroup my letters because I want to change the spacing, and I also want to get rid of this background layer. I don't want that. Okay. So we come up here, ungroup, and then I'm just going to nudge these because for me it's just a little bit too far apart, and that's too close. So nudge it back to there. I am going to move this over here a little closer. The C, undo. Use the undo quite a bit sometimes. And then we'll move this over to here. That's a bit better. So I'm going to select those and regroup them. Okay. And I am going to go up here and resize this layer a bit and put this into place. Okay. Now, with that selected, Control or Command click on the white banner part, and I am going to group them. Okay, now you'll see that they move together. Put that back into place. There we go. Now, with that selected, I'm going to click on Flatten. What Flatten does is it actually makes it into a printable image. You'll see the printable icon right here. And it'll print this on your cardstock, but then it'll actually cut this white shape. If you click on Go, I don't have my Cricut hooked up right now, but we can at least see the maps. Okay, and that's how it has it arranged to make it best fit. Of course, you're going to resize everything to fit whatever project, if it's a scrapbook layout or if it is a card. Obviously, I would not keep it at this size. I can select both of them and shrink it down, which would be more like the size I would need. But that's all there is to it. I'm not going to save this, but however, I'm going to open up the file that I created that had a couple similar images like this. Okay. I want to open. I didn't want a new file. Oops. I want to open a file. And I am going to open up this one, the perfect card, and I'm going to click on open. Now, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. This, as mentioned in the blog post, this image here I found on Birthday Bash image set. And the Friends was also, I did a search for the word Friends, and I found an image. It was 99 cents. I did purchase it. I do have a subscription to the image library, but Friends was on one of the licensed cartridges. But here you can see where I had my perfect banner, the one we just created. This here was a scalloped circle. I did a search in the image library. Look for scalloped circle, and the kitty I did a search for kitty. Again, I did the same thing as I did with the banner. I resized, positioned my kitty in the scallop circle, and then I grouped them together and I did a flatten. And it printed out on my cardstock, and my Cricut Explorer cut it. But that's about it. If you have any questions, just let me know. I hope that this was a help to some people. And thank you for watching. Ew, I hate that every time I do that. It's one of these touch screens.